Welcome to 50 Shades of Blue podcast with author-speaker Sharon K. Griffin, a.k.a. Madam Butterfly. This is the show where we have authentic conversations with ordinary people, experts, and influencers. Each episode, we dive deep into love, life, dating, relationships, spirituality, and anything you can or cannot imagine. Anything goes. Our goal is to provide you with thought-provoking information and perspectives that you can use to enhance your own knowledge and understanding to change your world and make you smile. This show is not for the faint of heart, and if you have to clutch your pearls, don't clutch them too tight. We want you to return on next week. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink and your girlfriends, and join us as we take you on an unexpected journey of self-discovery. Men, you can listen in too.
Hey butterflies, it's your girl Sharon K. Griffin, aka Madam Butterfly, with 50 Shades of Blue podcast. So I have a very special guest here today. Doesn't she look lovely? Her name is Krystal, and she's from Krystal Light Yoga. All right, so Krystal, let's get into it.
Yes.
So tell the audience about yourself.
My name is Krystal. I am a yoga instructor, and my yoga company is Krystal Light Yoga. And I teach Hatha yoga. It's really a great beginner's yoga. I'm from Louisiana, from Alexandria, Louisiana, a small town girl. And I moved to Houston in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been here ever since. I
graduated
from Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay.
Awesome experience, HBCU. Just, yeah, a little bit about me.
All right. So, yoga.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I thought it was a white girl thing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I didn't see any black yoga instructors, platforms, and now I'm getting to see all these black yoga instructors and platforms.
So many. I had never been introduced to yoga either.
Okay.
I had done yoga once unconsciously. Someone an old friend of mine that I went to college with, she was into yoga.
Okay.
And she had a recording and was like, "Oh, let's do yoga at the dorm." So we did yoga once, but
Okay.
I didn't even remember it being yoga. And then later on, like, I never ever see it, never ever heard anybody saying other than that person that they were gonna do yoga. So it was like very new to me when I first was like really, really introduced to it. So.
But wait a minute, y'all. When I was younger, they would talk about yoga being of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like in church, like anything that was different was like of the devil.
Oh, wow.
Like, do you get that from people from the church, from people that maybe you know who are in the church?
So I have gotten it before.
Okay.
Never from someone directly from the church. I had someone who was in a relationship with a
pastor.
No, an Indian.
Okay.
Man. And she was trying to tell me that that's how they worship their gods.
Okay, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not what I was doing it for, and I let her know like it's an exercise. It's to help you gain strength, mobility, increase your flexibility. Like, I mean, those are the purposes I do it for.
Okay.
So I mean, you just have to get to a point where you let people know, like, no, whatever you're thinking, it's not that, but you choose to believe, and they choose to believe whatever they want. And
but the crazy thing is, like, people just aren't open to experiencing anything new.
Absolutely.
Like if the preacher doesn't say, and I'm not church bashing y'all, but I am talking facts, okay? So yeah, I gotta get some of my drink too. Like, if the church doesn't say it and the pastor doesn't sanction it, it's not right.
Right.
Have you experienced that?
Not so much.
Okay.
More so people being really judgy on themselves when it pertains to yoga. Like, oh, I can't do it because I'm big, or I'm not flexible.
Okay.
I find I get that
Oh, wow.
a lot more from people.
Well, honey, I ain't flexible.
And I'm not that flexible.
You are. Like, I've seen you, like, and I asked Krystal this before about yoga and sex. Like, I want to be able to be like that, you know, and do a split and, you know, all of that.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I haven't achieved. I did the splits like years ago. I was able to do the splits, and I can't right now. But
why?
I'm relearning. So
Okay.
Right now I've been doing like day-to-day stretches to help me get into the splits fully.
Okay.
Because I just can't get into them anymore. But there are other things that I can do, like, you know, back bends and stuff like that.
Okay.
But there are other points of flexibility that I would like to reach.
You're very flexible. See, I don't think God allowed me to do a split like when I was younger. Honey, I would have been twerking all over. Even now, like, I would just be wherever, like, splitting and popping my butt.
Wherever opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels good to be that stretched. I won't lie. It feels really good.
Can you feel it in your coochie?
Sometimes,
for real?
depending on what pose you're doing. Yeah,
I like that.
If you've ever tried Happy Baby.
Oh, I think we did that. Is that the starting pose?
No, so it's when I think you might be thinking of child's pose. So Happy Baby is when you're on your back and you grab your feet and you try to bring your knees to
I know what you, like when the baby's getting their bottom changed.
Yeah.
And
That's one.
Well, I could do that if my husband, holds my leg.
That's another way to get in it. Get help. You press your
you
legs.
say get in it.
Yeah, get help.
Get in it. What? Like
help him get help. Have him help you get into the stretch.
Well, the way you said it, it wasn't like
it was the other way.
I'm like, help him get in it or help me get in it.
You. But I mean, and I think it's like fun too, though. It's like you can use it as like a building of like couple stuff. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
So one of the young ladies that you sent over here, we talked about twerk yoga.
Okay, that sounds fun.
I think that would be so sexy and so cool.
Yes, it would be. Ooh, I feel like I went to a class before. It was called Trap Yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Trap Yoga Bay. She's really, 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 really the stuff.
Really? Is she here in Houston?
No, she's in California.
Okay.
But she came out here before, like she had did a tour of her classes, and she came out here, and it was so much fun. She had a live DJ,
for real,
and she would like walk us through the poses, and then in some of the poses where we were like bent over or whatever, she'd be like, and twerk.
Oh,
it was so fun.
I love that.
It's fun.
Okay, so another class. Speaking of classes, I want to do that dick riding class.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yes. I just want to be in that atmosphere with the young ladies. Yeah, I like shit like that.
I've seen something similar. It wasn't. It was a couples thing, and they have like couples yoga. But when I was looking at it, it's mainly just kind of like, I mean, they're doing poses, but like I was saying, like how he can help you get better into a pose.
Yeah,
they was doing stuff like that, and I was like, that kind of seems interesting.
There are classes for anything and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the young man? I guess he's a chef, and he's feeding these ladies, and like the honey is dripping down. And, have you seen it? I was like, I would not.
It's like the bread is in the shape of a penis.
I don't know. I just know the honey's dripping, and these ladies are like,
and he's like,
no, not that one.
Oh no, it's one that's like that. It's a penis,
Oh my gosh.
It's a penis-shaped dessert. And
okay.
he asked them what toppings they want. And he put all the toppings, icing, whatever they want, caramel. And he shoves it in their mouths at like a rotation, like as if they were like, you know.
Yeah.
And then just people just watching. I'm like, oh my God, how are people just signing up? Them and got paying to do this.
I know.
You're paying to.
That's why I said people will do anything.
Yeah, so I've seen that one, but I've not seen that one that you're talking about.
I get like creeped out. Like I'm really open to a lot of shit.
Yeah, but that just that's
another
weird.
level. That's like next level. Like
everybody's looking and it's just like this is a random person and it's food.
I think I would have to be real.
Oh, what are we drinking, by the way?
Okay, girl. I call that my blue baby. Okay, today is blue baby.
It tastes
okay,
really good.
And I ain't telling people my secret. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay. It tastes really good.
Does it? Oh, good. I had to have a blue drink to go with the blue atmosphere.
So cute. I like that.
Know, so I have to say, yo, ain't she fab?
Thank you.
Shoes. But her mama fab too.
Yeah.
So I see where she get it from.
Yeah. Mama's definitely fab.
I love your mom.
Yeah, I do too, man. She been real since day one, since I can understand what real was.
Okay, so what is real to you? Because this podcast is authentic conversations for real people.
And that's the word that came to mind as soon as you asked. Real. I mean, real for me is authentic.
Yeah.
You being authentically whoever you are, not being afraid to speak up for yourself and say what it is that you want to say, you know, but also being level-headed enough to kind of like reason and have perspective.
Okay.
So I feel like that's real to me. You know.
I love that. So your mom was telling me a story about you.
Mm.
We're going to go over your story. So I was telling her that I was at this fashion show and we were all getting changed, and a luscious woman, she had on thongs.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, like, because I didn't wear thongs, but she encouraged me, like, just looking at her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And I did it. And your mom was saying that you went to Miami.
Yeah. I've been to Miami twice. I love Miami.
And you saw the women.
I did.
And it just spiked your confidence.
Yeah. Like, so I was really self-conscious at the time because I felt like I wasn't a size that I used to be.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if I even really, I don't know. I just couldn't find the bathing suits I like.
Okay.
I was just like, I don't want to wear this. And because I feel like it was too revealing.
Okay.
And lo and behold, when I got out there and I was like, look at all this, just hanging out.
I loved it.
Like, why should I, like, okay, well, then from there on, it was like, okay, you still could look good in whatever size you are. You know?
Yes.
I was just start dressing it up.
Girl, I love that story. Like, I was like, yes, Krystal, yes. You know, because
we had so much fun.
I think people think that you have to be a certain size to be sexy, a certain size to do yoga, a certain size to be attractive. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case
at all.
You know what I'm saying?
To
me, I already know what it is, but what do you think it is that attracts a man to a woman?
Confidence.
Yes, that's it right
Confidence.
there.
That's all you need.
Yes.
If you're confident in yourself, then you know you're gonna attract everything else that come with that.
Right.
It's not even a, you know, because I've been in situations where I've seen beautiful women not have the confidence and like miss opportunities, or you know, just kind of like not get the guy or whatever, just based off of not having the confidence, not speaking up, not owning a room, not, you know, just everything you need to do to exclude that. Like,
I tell people I am not the cutest person in the room when I walk in, right? But
You're beautiful.
But thank you. But there's women that are way beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Confidence is what attracts people to me. It's not, oh, you look a certain way.
No.
It's, damn, she confident.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I have a girlfriend, and she is, and I'm not trying to make this about weight, anybody, but I want to talk about confidence.
Mm-hmm.
She's about 400 pounds, right?
Okay.
Baby, when we went in the club, she was scooping them all up. And I was like, yes, bitch. Yes. Like, and I always loved and admired that about her.
Mm-hmm.
She looked good, she smelled, and she was just confident.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why a lot of women aren't
married. I would have to say yes. I agree. Mm-hmm. I feel like every woman I know that is married or has been married is very confident.
Yes. You're confident in who you are. You're confident in your skills to attract.
Yes. And also confident to the point where you're comfortable when your man is around a lot of women or in a room full of, other people. Like, it's like, okay,
Yeah, like.
And if they think he's fine, I must be doing something
I know,
right.
right. I don't know about you, but anything I touch, I upgrade.
Yes, immediately. Immediately.
But wait a minute, I have to say this. My ex-husband, my mom said, don't upgrade him, girl. He already too much. So don't upgrade him. Leave him in them red suits.
Yeah.
Man, if y'all wear red suits, I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying. And then I had another one that wore purple suits, and I'm like, okay, that's Barney right there.
What's up with the color suits? But
yeah. So ladies, you have to become confident in who you are to attract the type of man that you desire, not what your mama wants.
Yes.
Not what your friends think you need. What you need and what you want and what you desire.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you're successfully married.
Mm-hmm.
How long you been married?
I've been married for 3 years.
Yes. So do you enjoy being married because you're a young woman?
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay. There's a lot of women your age, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I can't find a husband.
Yeah.
They're trying to have babies.
Yeah.
I know people who are like, oh my God, my clock is ticking.
Yeah. I hear it.
Speak to your sisters, please. Speak to your sisters.
Man, I would just say, just be you. Like, communicate. Be willing to change the things about you that you probably should. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to let them know when you don't like something.
Yes.
And then at first you feel like you're not succeeding because, those that don't agree and that's not, in alignment will fall.
Right.
But
you're talking about friends, right?
Friends or guys that are interested.
Okay.
But eventually, as you still keep your boundaries and not, sell yourself short in any way, you'll attract what's supposed to be, for you.
So I have to ask you, and I don't know your situation before marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to heal from anything before you got married to your husband?
Yes. I had to heal from just, mistreatment, lies, those type of things, cheating.
Okay.
And it took for me to be kind of in solitude, learning more about myself, taking out time to say what, without a man, what is it that I like about me? What do I want to do for myself?
Right.
And it seemed like when I focused on that, then we were introduced. Kind of just fell in place.
I'm always talking about healing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like on my platforms, that's number one for me. And it seems like people don't want to hear that message.
Mm.
Um, Now they'll tune in the thousands to what I consider bullshit or nonsense.
Mm.
But when you start talking about dealing with yourself, I'm learning more and more that people
Don't want to.
Mm-mm.
They don't
No.
want to.
And it's sad.
They're afraid of that.
Why do you think? Because to me, that's the best thing that you can do for yourself.
I don't know. I feel like people don't always understand it's a personal experience. And I think they're worried about judgment. Like, I feel like some people, and because healing comes with going to therapy. That's part of it. I feel,
Right.
and then just kind of like learning about yourself, putting yourself in environments of solitude, like, and finding out what it is you actually like. But I feel like people don't want to sit with themselves,
I don't think most people like themselves.
Yeah, it gotta be something, because I'm like, if you just take out the time to just kind of just be observant, feel all the feelings. Nobody want to feel
Yes.
all the bad feelings that come with growth and healing either, though. I think that's another part of it.
But to me, it gets you that's experiencing those feelings and
Mhm.
emotions, right? It gets you to a happy place.
Yes.
And do you think that people realize that?
No, I feel like they'll see someone else on the other side of it and say,
Okay.
oh, they're different. They seem better,
Yeah.
But then they're afraid to do the work, or they give up.
To me, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So back to women around your husband,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of women around mine, and
Mm.
white women love my husband.
Really?
Oh my God, child, they love him.
Really?
Oh yes, baby. I told him, if you cheat, get a rich one. Cause we both pimping that hoe.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh, wow.
They do, and I just sit and watch, and I just whatever.
Yeah.
I used to be jealous, but now I'm just like, whatever. A person's gonna do
Yeah.
what they want to do.
That's
Whether
so true.
you try to put a chain around their neck or a noose, or if you let them free, they're going to
Yeah.
do what's in their hearts.
Yeah, that's true. And you just kind of got to let them be who they are,
Right.
so that you can see how you need to respond or be, whatever
Okay.
it is. But I've not had to experience a lot of women physically being around my husband.
Okay.
But when I came into, when we first started dating, he
Mhm.
had female friends, and I had to adjust to.
Okay.
Yes. So that was different.
Okay.
But they're
Mine
all,
too.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they're all really great individuals, and
I love that.
yeah, and I'm definitely so open about it now. Like, okay,
Okay, so I have a lot of male friends, and they never cross the boundary.
Mhm.
My husband came into our situation with a lot of female friends, and they all disappeared. They all disappeared.
Really?
I think that they liked him.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
There were a few, that I feel fell to the wayside in the beginning of our relationship too. That I felt the same way about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like it was the one that it's you or me. That's what it felt like. Because it's like,
Really?
why aren't you doing the same thing? In communicating like you were in the beginning.
Okay. Right.
Just because I'm here, that means nothing.
Yeah. Because now they
This
know
your
they don't
friend.
have a shot
Yeah.
at being with
And that's
them.
what I thought. I mean, quick story. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
So, this young lady, and you tell me how this sounds. So we were all supposed to work out together, and that was going to be my way of meeting her.
Okay.
And we got to the gym, and I'm guessing they had worked out a lot before.
Okay.
And so they had like a routine of what they would go to first.
Okay.
And it was like, okay, we're gonna start here. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna get on a treadmill first because that's just something that
Well,
I
we do cardio first.
So I wanted to do a few minutes, and my husband actually did a few, and he was just my boyfriend at the time.
Okay.
He did a few minutes, I think, too, and then he went. When he finished, he went over there, and I was just like, that's crazy. Well, matter of fact, I think he came over to get on the treadmill to keep me company because I had let him know, like, hey, y'all just over there and I'm just over here on the treadmill by myself. So then he walked over there and for me, he was like, for a few minutes, and he was like, yeah, we just normally start over here. And I'm like, okay, cool. But the whole time, like when I walked up, I was like, hi, how you doing? She was like, hi.
Okay.
It was a
she
real
wasn't feeling you.
Yeah. It wasn't like, oh my God, you're Devontae's new
Right.
It was just like, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Then I was looking at him like,
Uh-huh.
all right, let's see how this goes. But we went on with the workout, and it continued that way. And they were like having the greatest conversation, and I was like feeling like I was just there.
You were the third wheel.
Yeah.
But he married you.
Yes. So I was like, I told him after that, I said, she likes you. And that's something he tells me to this day, that he feels like as a woman, I have a great intuition of knowing, like, feeling the female energy and knowing, like, just to spot certain things that he can.
Yes.
And
true.
so he does give that to me because now today I'm like, she definitely liked you. You got married, you had children, and you still have not gotten a congratulations.
Oh yeah, she's jealous.
And she just kind of went off the face of the earth. And then the only thing I feel like, you know, I was very comfortable with them being cool. I think one objection I had was one time they had planned to go to the movies together.
Okay.
Which was a little like, okay, well, why are we not going to the movies all together? Like, or why have me and her never just went to the movies? Or, you know, this is kind of different, which they had done that before. So I was like, I don't know, it just don't feel right.
Okay.
Which I'm glad I stood on that because obviously her intent wasn't 100%. I don't know. It just felt weird.
It definitely wasn't 100%. So we're glad. We're glad you're gone.
Yeah. So,
oh well. I love your laugh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what do you think? Okay. And normally I do this a little later, but what do you think about Jackie O's funeral? Did you see it?
I didn't.
Okay. You didn't see her father's speech?
No. I didn't even look at DC's.
Okay. To me, DC's speech was like that was his homegirl.
It kind of sounded from the preview I heard. I mean, my husband seems to think it was really beautiful, but I think what they're hearing is like the message. I think the godly message from it. I think
that was good.
I think they're holding that. I didn't really listen to it, so I can't really say how I felt. But from what I heard, I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it just sounded like that's my homegirl right there. Yeah. And you know, he did talk about how beautiful she was. And,
I did hear that.
And a great mother, and you know, and I was thinking to myself, if she was all of these great things, why didn't you marry her? Like that's my first thought. If she's this,
so they weren't married,
right?
Oh, and you know, it's confusing, and I can only imagine how hard and weird everything must be if you would have to go through dealing with a death of an actual spouse,
right?
Because I just feel like then there's all these people that you kind of like that he or she had that relationship with that you don't know, and you have to deal with them, and like so but for him, I don't know, it was just
well, his wasn't the worst.
Oh,
if you have time, go and listen to the father's speech. He really never acknowledged her, but he talked about black and white relationships and some other stuff. I was really confused. Really
black and white relationships.
Confused.
Like
yeah,
interracial?
like interracial. I'm sorry, interracial relationships, and I was just like really confused about that. So.
Oh, is it because is she white?
I'm assuming he was black. Her father's black, who raised her. But I'm assuming.
Oh, so she's mixed.
I'm assuming. I don't know. I've
Okay.
never. But that's mainly what he talked about, and it was weird. And I'm not one to say I'll call people weird, but that situation was like weird to me. So, yeah.
I'll have to go watch it fully because
Okay.
I did hear like clips of the speech that people kind of reposted, but I didn't
Okay.
really hear the whole thing.
What I hate about the people responding to her death is saying that she didn't love herself, and I don't know her, and but a lot of people, and we can talk about this, a lot of people equate cosmetic surgery with not loving yourself. What do you think?
I feel like it would depend on the person's frame of mind, and no one knows that but themselves, you know?
Right.
The frame of mind that they're going in when they're going to get the surgery. For me, it's a mental thing. I feel like everybody who goes and gets surgeries is not. That's not saying that they don't love themselves.
Right.
Because I've even thought about going.
Okay. And what would you go for? Like, what would you get done?
I wanted to get I think it's called a nip tuck. Well,
What's that?
I think where you get your tummy.
Okay.
tuck.
So like a tummy tuck? Okay.
And I wanted to lift my boobs.
Okay, what's stopping you? I'm just curious.
I guess not saving for one. I haven't gotten serious about it, but
Okay.
and also I've started working out more.
Okay.
So I've kind of seen the transition. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just continue to do it this way. I've literally seen like butt gains, and I was
Okay,
like,
okay.
girl.
All right. So with your butt gains, what are you doing?
Okay, so I definitely do the stairs,
Yes.
and I do weighted squats.
Okay.
With the dumbbell.
Okay.
And I also do lunges.
Okay.
And with yoga, I do the spinal stretch when you're reaching out with your left and reaching back with your right.
Gotcha.
And you kind of bring that. I do that.
Okay.
And then one leg downward dog.
Okay.
That's another one.
So
That has helped me.
I have this portion in my butt that's flat, right? And I had thought about going to get a BBL to just curve that a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm scared of that surgery because that's the most dangerous surgery it is when it comes to cosmetic or plastic surgery.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I heard that they've made it better because they're using, I think, an ultrasound now or something while you're on the table to make sure they don't go into your, I guess, your nerves or your muscles or whatever, because you can actually get the fat in a vein and it kills you. Okay, it goes to your heart, boom, you're done.
Lord.
So, yeah. So I've been on a Stairmaster and doing that a lot, and I've seen an increase in the curvature.
Yeah, the stairs will do it. The stairs is a whole body workout, honestly.
That's what someone told me today.
If you want to unbig your back.
I know. Okay.
Because that's something I'm trying to do.
Girl,
Yeah.
there's something called buffalo back.
Okay.
It's that little piece of fat, right at the bottom, right? No, I ain't gonna lie. I had to Google it. It's that little piece of fat right there. And you'd be like, what the fuck is this? Right?
Oh my God.
And I noticed
Yeah.
it's been going down, but I don't like how it looks and
Yeah.
how it feels. It's like this thick piece of fat going
Yeah,
across.
it does not feel good. I definitely got a little bit of that from with me having my daughter.
Okay.
But I'm noticing it's starting to decrease.
Okay.
And yeah, like I'm definitely seeing more results in how like my clothes fit and things like that. So
My pants are getting tighter.
really,
Like in my butt and in my legs.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And I do skits out. about that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting big. And then I like cut off, but I said, no, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
I don't like to gain weight.
Yeah, the stairs is a good workout, and I do the stairs outside, so I run up and down.
Okay.
At a Buffalo Bayou Park.
Okay, girl, I would fall.
Yeah, I run up and down. So I do like a quick cardio. I either run or walk to the stairs, and then I run up and down. I'm up and down, up and down. So
I couldn't do that.
yeah.
No, I need the Stairmaster. You know.
Yeah, and I've got on something. We have something at my complex gym.
Okay.
It's not the stairs, but it's a ladder.
Okay.
So you put the belt around you, and you have to make sure it's secure.
Okay.
And then you start to step up, and it just kind of like goes with your natural weight.
Okay.
On how fast it will go.
Oh wow, that's dope. Now I got my titties done.
Really?
Yeah, I was in Spain.
Oh wow.
For 3 months, and one day I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna get my titties done. Like one day I just got up and I went to 3 different doctors over there, and I found one in Madrid.
Okay.
And I took a train to Madrid from a place called Alicante, and I had surgery. I met the surgeon the day before and the anesthesiologist, and I had my money in my shoe, one shoe, and passport in the other.
That sounds fun.
And they were like, we've never seen this, because they were like, it's time to pay. I'm like taking off my shoe.
Yeah, and get the money.
Yeah,
That's really fun.
Yeah, like people thought, did I tell anyone in the States? I don't know if I told anyone in the States, but I think after the fact, I think people thought I was crazy. Like, you're in Spain, you go by yourself, and you go get your titties done.
How was the healing process?
Oh, excruciating.
Really?
Horrible. But even my OBGYN, or former, because I don't go with her to her anymore, she couldn't tell I had breast implants. Because his surgery was so thorough. Like, you could totally not know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these titties be tittying me. That's why I keep them out, y'all. I paid for them, okay?
Right. I know that's right.
Yeah, I be like, these titties tittying. Yeah, but now a lot of women are just taking fat from wherever, and now they're injecting or having their own fat injected. And I don't know, maybe I should have, I don't know, because I'm going to have to change these out.
Oh, really?
In a few years.
Okay.
Because mine is above the muscle. When you get implants behind the muscle, you don't have to change them ever. So I think I had maybe like 4 more years or 5. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, they come with a barcode and like a certificate. Yeah, all of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like,
I didn't know that.
Like jewelry. Like if you buy high-end jewelry, so it comes with a certificate, and
Oh, wow.
yeah. I love my titties,
cool.
though. I do love them. But I think I kind of messed up this one because in my healing phase, I went to a bar crawl with Europeans. And I never knew what a bar crawl was.
It's like when you bar hop, right?
Well, honey, I didn't know. And I don't even remember being at the bar crawl.
I think that's it's like when you bar hop, you go from bar to bar.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no.
but I do think I was jumping up and down, and maybe I jumped one out the socket or something. I don't know. Because the doctor was like, "What is wrong with your breast?" Like, I had to show him online because I went back to Alicante, and he was like, "It looks like you have something." I don't know what it was. And I was like, I don't know. I didn't tell him I went to the bar. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, you did something. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So will it when you go get
them redone?
Yes. Will it get fixed or?
Well, they take them out.
Oh.
And they give you new ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I guess so then. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't tell. He could tell.
Okay.
And it healed, but I can tell that there's a difference.
Okay.
Now, this nipple seems normal, right? The sensation and everything. This nipple is hypersensitive. Like hyper. Like, don't touch it. Hyper.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you could touch it.
So maybe it's like a nerve or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so when you get surgery, just do what your doctor tell you. Don't have your don't have European friends and go to a bar crawl and you don't remember the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely I talked with an old friend about her wanting to go get in. She wanted me to go to the healing thing with her or whatever.
Okay.
And I was, but she never went. But I think
She didn't have the surgery done.
she didn't have it done.
Okay.
She didn't go. I don't know if she ever will. I think she ended up actually naturally losing.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I think she's good now. I don't know.
Now I lost weight naturally, but then I just wanted
Like
breasts. I never had titties. I was always part of the itty bitty titty committee. So I just wanted to know how it felt to have breasts. You know, and I was done having my children, and I was like, I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
But in the OR, so I wanted breasts like, what's Dwayne Wade's wife?
Gabrielle?
Like Gabrielle Union.
Okay.
They're just probably like a little kids, and they're just perky, and they just
Yeah, I
sit
was about to
there.
say they're kind of subtle.
Yeah, they're real subtle. They just sit there. You never have to wear a bra.
Yeah.
And so we were in the OR, and he said so he's Spanish. He's a white Spaniard. So he said, I just received photos from an exotic client patient, and I want you to see her breast. And he asked me, how do you like her breasts? And I was like, oh, they're nice. So he calls black women exotic. So she was a black woman.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was like, oh, they were nice. So then he says, well, how big do you want them now? And he said, show me with your hands. And I put my hands up something. I don't know what I did. And then I said, you choose.
Yeah.
So when I woke up, I said, are they big or small? He said they're big. I said, okay.
Yeah.
But I love them.
Yeah. I mean, I love mine too. I mean, I know with the motherhood and things, they change, but I've actually been smaller, so to have more, it's nice.
Okay, so did you nurse your babies?
Yes, I did. I nursed them each for 3 months. So I did 3 months with Angel, and then when I had more, I did 3 months with her.
Don't think I'm disgusting. My first daughter nursed till she was 4.
Okay, no, that's normal. I've heard 5.
Okay. And I asked my doctor, is this normal? She was like, girl, my
that's
baby's still
normal.
nursing until they were the same age.
That's absolutely normal. My mom breastfed my sister until she was 1.
Okay.
1 or almost, like 1.
Okay.
I know she could say, Mama, I want to nurse. So.
My daughter used to run up to me, pull up my shirt, pull my titty out, drink some milk, and go on about her business.
Yeah. That's how they are.
And
that's how breastfed kids are.
My 4-year-old and my baby, I think is 1 year. I don't know. They're 3 years apart. They were nursing at the same time.
Yeah.
And then number 3 came, and she bit me really, really hard as a baby, like really hard, where I started bleeding.
Oh.
And I was done.
Yeah.
I was done.
Jeez.
But I thought that nursing was the best experience.
It is. That skin to skin, that closeness. I don't know. I'm a very sensual person, so just like skin contact is just so important. So having that with them was like, oh, this is my baby.
Isn't that beautiful?
It really is.
Oh my God! Did you have natural childbirth?
Yes.
Girl,
I didn't. So I didn't medicate, but they did. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to push.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, I mean, the laboring was very intense, very extensive. With Angel, I only had, I think, 15 to 18 hours, I want to say.
Oh, girl, you had long labor.
Yeah, but with Amore, I had 22 hours.
Oh my, I had like 3 hours.
I wish. What were you doing? Were you doing squats and?
I did a lot of walking.
Oh,
because I was in school.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't walk enough. I didn't walk. I walked, but not a lot.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, childbirth is.
Yeah, I was.
And
a
I'd be
long
like,
time.
why did I do that? Like, I don't even understand why I did it again.
Yeah, I don't know. And I wanted a son, but I'm like, yeah,
Are you going to have another one?
I don't know.
Girl, have another baby.
I don't know.
Okay. Does your husband want a son?
He's okay with having 2 girls.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
as long as he's okay.
I mean,
well, no, I don't mean
he
to say
wanted-
that.
he wanted a son.
Okay.
And I feel like he wants a son, but like kids are a lot, and they're
A lot of
super.
money.
Yeah, and like they want all your attention.
And they do.
Yeah, they want all your money, all your attention,
Mm-hmm.
all your food.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad they're grown. Mine are.
Yeah.
So mine are 33. He'll be 30 next month and 27.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I love it. I'm their best friend.
That's how it gets.
Yeah, like I love talking to them. Like they're your age, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like having a young best friend,
Yeah.
you know, and I think it's super fun and super cool. And I raised them so I could be friends now.
Yes.
Do you find it hard to be a parent in 2023 with all this technology? Now AI, mass shootings, like, are you worried, like, when you're doing, I don't know if she goes to daycare, but when she goes to daycare and then eventually your daughters, then they're going to go to school, like, are you concerned, like,
Yeah.
what the?
I'm definitely concerned. I'm super concerned with how sensitive today's world is.
Can't say shit.
Can't say nothing.
You have to say allegedly.
You know, you can't really have your own beliefs because
Or
then,
opinion.
Yeah, because then you're discriminating against someone or something. But that and how sometimes they kind of push things onto the children now. Like,
Yeah.
you know, children used to be off limits, but now everything is just being introduced to them super early.
So I'm gonna talk about 2 things. Target
Okay.
and them having the LBGT clothes for little people.
Okay.
What do you feel about that?
My husband told me about that. I just feel like at that age, they don't understand sexuality just yet. It's something they're growing into. So it's like, well, and then you know how huge of an imagination children have. Like, what, you know, it's kind of like setting them up for something that they're not even ready, they can't wrap their mind fully around. I won't say that they don't understand at all. I feel like kids are very smart and they understand.
Aren't they? They're more smart now than ever. I don't
than
know
ever.
what they put in milk.
Yeah, than ever. But I mean, like, you know, in the whole trajectory, like,
Right.
to handle something like this, a deal, to make the decision, like, no, I don't know. I just feel like it's super early. I feel like at least put it in a teen section.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting. I'm sure children know by now because I think they teach that in school.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but they won't teach nothing else.
Yeah, Black history.
Like Black history.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, another conversation.
Yeah.
So I listened to Dawson Speaks.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who he is.
I don't.
He's on YouTube. I've been listening to him probably since 2013.
Okay.
And he always brings content about the church, right? Today I was watching how a pastor got arrested in Vegas, him and his wife, for sexually assaulting minors and stuff like that, right? So he was telling his listening audience to go listen to Billy, I forget his name, y'all, and I will write it in the description. So I went to listen to Billy's story. And Billy was brought up in Kojic, Church of God in Christ. And Billy's parents pimped him out, mother and father, pimped him and his sister out to other preachers, to bishops, and stuff like that. Like, literally, people would come to the house to have intimate moments with these kids. The father was intimate with him.
Oh my God.
The mother as well. Okay. What do you feel? And this isn't church bashing, y'all, but I do talk about church shit.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Because I don't know if you know that this type of stuff is killing the church, but also killing the victims of the church or the people in the church.
Oh, that's sick. Um, I can't even wrap my head around just someone. I don't know. It's just wild and crazy.
I mean, his parents, like, you go to a convocation or something and people are lined up to have sex with your child or to feel on them, or, you know what I'm saying? And these were his natural biological parents. I looked at it before I came.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I was just
That's
like, wow.
sad.
Yeah.
That's sad. How, I mean, and how old is he now?
He is 40 something.
Okay.
He's a preacher.
This when he was a kid?
When he was a little kid.
And he's a preacher.
Yeah, like he talked about faith. I looked at his video. He talked about the love of God. He talked about faith. He talked about forgiveness. He took his parents in as they were dying and stuff. You need to look at the story. I'll share it to you. I'll send you the link. And I was just like, wow, like, kudos to him, but it couldn't have been me.
What made him want to still be a minister?
He was saying that he wanted to help the church, but he also wanted to help victims of the church.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
So if it's happening to someone else, he wanted to be able to be in the mix to say, hey, you know.
Yeah.
Do you feel like at some point it could get triggered and
become that person?
Yeah.
They say, and I'm a victim of childhood molestation, and they say that people who have been molested, either they are a molester or they're promiscuous. You know, so he could be. I don't know. And I thought about that too.
Yeah.
Or maybe God has stepped in, you know what I'm saying, and really
just
healed him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where he's using his passion or his testimony to heal other people.
Yes.
But I thought it was sick.
Yeah, very, very. Your own parents, and then they're allowing other people of the church and
I had a friend, he's no longer here, or someone I know. I won't call him a friend because we weren't close, but someone I talked to because I wanted him to be in my reality show. And he struggled with homosexuality. And he was saying that some of the gospel recording artists that we know and preachers were always coming on to him, like trying to solicit him for sex. And he said he didn't give in until he became age 18. I mean, he committed suicide, I think it was October 31st, 2019.
Because of his experience?
I don't think it was because of his experience. I think it was a lifelong time of experiences. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So many different experiences, but I don't know. I just know he shared that story with me.
Oh, that's super sad.
Yeah. And I didn't mean to make it this, because you're like, oh.
I was just like, man, like, you know, but people really be trying to get through life and deal with everything that comes their way. Like, I feel like as humans, we ought to be a lot more grace non-judgmental and have
Yes.
grace with each other.
So I actually thought about changing this space over to become a healing center.
Oh wow, that would be amazing.
You know, like yoga, sound therapy, guided meditation, life coaching, having some therapists come through to do group coaching. Because what I'm noticing is that so many people need to be healed.
Yes,
I
so many.
happened to be with a woman today in her 70s. I had lunch before I came over here, and she's still hurting and dealing with traumatic experiences that have made her become someone new.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. So I thought about that.
Yeah, definitely people need healing right now, and I think that's why I was so eager to start teaching yoga to the underserved communities.
I love that.
Because it's so when I first came out here to Houston, I was a recreational therapist.
Okay.
That's what I was working as, and that's how I got introduced to yoga because the hospital wanted us to get certified as a personal trainer and as a yoga instructor. And with me getting introduced to that and realizing that they were using yoga as a modality to heal.
Yes.
It was a therapeutic practice.
Mm-hmm.
They had us teaching the patients that were at the hospital in there for recovery.
Yeah.
They were in there for dealing with the mental health.
Yes.
And things like that. So with us giving that to them as a therapeutic benefit, I'm like, first of all, nobody in the hood, the country, like from where I'm from, nobody knows nothing about this.
Yeah.
But if they could experience that, then they would be getting the same, I guess, ailment that these people are getting. That they're spending money to come. And I mean, they would literally spend money to do, like, the hospital I was working at, it was more like a resort style. So if you came there and you pretty much were saying, okay, I do want help, but I'm going to pay money, a lot of money. They were...
Child, I'm trying to get them coins.
A lot of money.
Okay, so let me say
something. To heal.
I'm trying to get those coins because I'm like, I feel like I have the sauce or the juice, especially in the life coaching arena. I think that God has allowed me to go through so many things that I can use my natural gifts and talents along with the certification to help other people. And that's what it's about, you know. But sometimes, and I don't know if you feel like this, sometimes I feel like I limit myself in some areas.
I feel like I do too. It's a lot more that I would love to do. I feel like too, with having small children, some things I have to kind of push my brakes on because then I start to get overwhelmed. Like I want to do it all, and I try to do it all, and then it becomes to get overwhelming. So I have to kind of like push back. But it's so much.
But I love
to do.
I love to help people to heal. Like, I guess because I've experienced healing, it's like, you know, bitch, I want you to heal.
Yeah, you know how free it feels.
Yeah. That's it right there. And I'm like, bitch, if you just heal, you'll have it all. You know what I'm saying?
Your whole outlook on life. I mean, and you know, naturally people are attracted to people who are healed.
Yes, people tell me all their business, and I'm like,
same. And I'll be wondering, why are they telling me this? You know,
your aura. That's what the lady said today. She said, when I saw you, your aura, and I had to know you.
Yeah, even with you know,
with
the ladies, I was gonna say, even with guys, they want to tell you, they want to get your advice, they want, you know, to just be close because they trying to figure out, like, how are you so peaceful? Like, how are you handling these things? And it starts with self.
You know what's funny? All right, I used to be bout it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, like, I would fight you. I would come to your job, like, and I've done that shit. Right? No, seriously,
Yeah.
like, and I'm glad. Thank you, God, I didn't carry it.
Yeah.
But now I'm so peaceful. Shit just don't matter. I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, that's it. Okay.
I'm like, whatever, and people don't understand that. They feel like you're trying to be nonchalant. Like, no, I really don't care.
Yeah, I don't. I just say okay, and I leave it at that, and I keep it moving, and that's that.
Yeah.
But before, honey, I'd be right
it
there.
It all matters.
Yup.
Yeah.
I'd be there in 10 minutes. I'd be there.
Yeah, I gotta prove a point.
Yeah.
And I gotta get this off my chest. But I feel like as you grow, you start things start rolling off because you take a lot of stuff with a grain of salt.
You do when you're at peace.
Yeah.
I have to say this too. So, first, God brought me peace. I went through the counseling, the life coaching, all of that. So, that's where I got the initial start. But then it was like God did a quick work in me in the DR. Like, a purging session, just me and God. And when I came up from that, I believe I was more free, right? But then I met my husband, and he brought another level of peace to me, where I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just so calm.
Yeah, that's how my husband
is. That I had to fall in line. So, and I hate this terminology, he trained me with his peace.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely possible. I felt the same. I mean, I know when me and my husband first started dating, I was very like, I needed you to. It seemed like I needed him to tell me what I wanted to hear.
Okay.
And he was not that person.
Okay.
He was gonna tell me what I needed to hear.
Yes.
And because he was that way, I was able to get over myself.
Okay.
And say, okay, let me hear him out. So with me hearing him out and kind of being realistic about a lot of things, like you say, that piece, it will kind of like train you. Like, okay, how am I really moving? Like, I need to check myself.
Right. So this is crazy. My husband is the only man I have not like got up in his face. Like, before, I'd be like, motherfucker, what? I'll be poking you in your ear. I'll be calling you a bitch. Like, I didn't care. Like, that Philly in me just like came out, and I wanted you to swing because I was so angry inside that, nigga, if you swung on me, I'ma swing back, and we just gonna be about it. Right. Like, I didn't care. But now I'm like, I can't even talk to him like that. Like,
it's a calmness, and I've met your husband. It's a calmness about him that wouldn't even, like, you can't even, like, it's just, but that's how my husband is too.
Okay.
In moments where we're having a real serious conversation, and the tone and the calmness, but the sternness and the like the surety. I don't know if that's even a word, but the for sureness in the tone, and just like, it's like, okay, well, I could just be open. I could just be honest. No need to kind of like jump up and down and scream. You could just communicate, because that's the approach that they give off. That's
right.
The energy they flew.
So, as a wife, do you tell your husband everything?
Pertaining to, like,
whatever, like, okay, so I was taught, or I believed, I wasn't taught this, you should be able to tell your husband everything.
Yes.
You believe that?
I mean, I feel like I'm able to be pretty honest with my husband.
Okay. Well, okay, maybe I
he's
should
super understanding.
Maybe I should reframe it. Do you find it necessary to tell your husband everything?
Like, oh, I'm here. I'm pulling up.
If a man flirted with you today, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, okay. Me
No.
neither. Like, I don't feel like I need to share everything.
Yeah, in certain moments, I find that I have, if I thought it was like funny or whatever, but no.
Yeah, and ladies, this is just my personal opinion, so do what you want. You don't have to tell everything. First of all, I don't believe a man's going to tell you everything. And my husband told me that.
Really?
Like, he's like, a man's not going to tell you all his business. And I'm like, you know what, you're right.
He might be on to something.
You know what I'm saying?
Or at least they act like they not telling you the whole, you know
what I am going to say is tell me if a friend flirted with you or someone I perceived as a friend, because I'm going to fuck them up. That's the only time, like, for real. Yeah. I'm not going to fight over a man or whatever, but if you're my friend, oh, you deserve some of this.
Yeah, I agree. If it's somebody you know or you're close to, definitely say something. Definitely say something, because that's out of line.
Because I'm going to be bout it now, baby. Going to bring out all this Philly heat.
But if you know, if somebody was just looking at you extra long at the store, it's okay.
Yeah, that, or even if someone else came on to you, like, okay, fine. But a friend, to me, that's like crossing a threshold. Because I'm going to tell you, if your friend came on to me or said something out of line or out of pocket, but I'm going to check on myself and make a scene.
I was telling my husband, like, I feel like I am pretty laid back when it comes to people just talking to him.
This drink is good, honey.
It's so good. That's why I was like, what's this? It's so good. He when people females, when they talk to him or congratulate him or say little extra things, and I'm like, okay.
Men want you to know that other women come on to them, though.
Yeah, I feel like they do a little bit. You know, okay, all right.
Yeah, like, all right.
But we see them anyway, you know. But yeah, no. He definitely, but I feel like you should be able to bask in that, because I feel like it gives the relationship like a healthy spark, like
make you want to go.
Yeah, right. Oh, you want my man, but I got
little bitch ass.
But yes, it definitely gives that, like, okay. You wish you had him.
And men feel, I believe men.
I think they feel good about that.
They do, and they need to feel needed. I think everyone does, but men in particular. Yeah. So how do you make your husband feel needed?
Well, I try to do all like the things I feel like he likes. Okay. And he's kind of like, he's super simple. Like, he loves.
Most men are.
Yeah, he loves cigars. So
except the divas.
Yeah. There's some divas. But like, he loves cigars. So like, if I'm thoughtful and pick up a cigar, or
that's nice.
Yeah, or I know he likes beer, so I'll get that, or massages. Cause
I don't like massages.
You don't?
It feels creepy.
Really?
When other people are rubbing on me. I will get them. I'd rather have a chiropractor.
Oh, so my husband had to go to a chiropractor for a while, and he actually liked that too.
I love that. Yeah, like when they crack something, or I'm like, ooh, okay.
He enjoyed it, but you know, I feel like I'm more of the like sensual rub type person. Like ever since we met, that's one thing he would always say. Like, oh, you always feel on me. You're always touching on me.
I do that too. Like, I'm touchy feely.
Yeah.
Is it ever perceived like when you go out and you're like, hey, you know, and it's perceived the wrong way, and you're like, nigga, I'm just touchy feely?
No.
Okay.
You mean like me doing that to somebody
Like if
else?
you see a guy that you know and you're like, hey, Bob, or hey,
Oh,
whatever.
no,
Okay.
no, it's not. I don't like my. I feel like my husband knows me too. Like
Okay.
he know how I'm moving everything, so it's
Okay.
just like he's cool with it. But
Okay.
no, I kind of not that like hey how you doing?
Okay. Because I do that to everyone, male and female.
Okay.
And so I have to be very conscious sometimes not to do it because I don't want it to be perceived like I'm flirting.
Yeah.
I could see you. You remind me of my daughter with your eyes, like where you're piercing and you're gazing, and men can take that as being flirtatious too.
Yeah, they do. I feel like they do because I feel like just instant eye contact. Sometimes I feel it's like something is like.
Yeah, like sometimes I won't look a man in his eyes. Sometimes I'll just look away because it can be inviting or enticing or perceived as that.
Yeah.
You like, bitch, I just look at everybody.
Yeah. Like, I'm just not scared to look away.
Yeah, like I'm confident in who I am.
Yeah, like, I'm just looking. But, that can't happen. Like, okay, they probably figuring out why she looking at me? Well, maybe because you looking at me.
Right, yeah. How would you know I'm looking at you if you wasn't looking at me? So what's your favorite position?
So, I would have to say doggy style.
Okay. Do you like when your husband pull your hair and y'all doing doggy style?
Yeah, and I like ass smacks.
Yes. So do you like choking?
A little bit.
Okay, some people, I like that shit, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Like,
not like choke me out, like
just
make me die.
Just put your hand right there,
I like that shit, right?
Yeah.
But everybody ain't into that.
Yeah.
Like, some people be like, that's weird, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think in our community, the Black community, like, we perceive so many
things that's negative.
As negative. Yeah. Like, good girls don't do that or whatever. No. Like, bitch, choke me, or.
I'm not trying to be good.
Right?
Not in bed with my husband. Not trying to be good.
You like anal?
No.
Okay.
I've never even tried anal.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
I've heard people talking about like not so much anal, but like maybe eating, and that's
ass eating.
Yeah. I'm
okay.
Like, okay.
That's
different.
Okay, so someone sent me.
Okay. What that's it?
I know it's a book. So this package, y'all. So if you have like a product or a service that you all want me to promote, you can send it to me and I will forfeit. So this came from, I'll tell you in one moment. But we're gonna open it here, and I think it's 2, so you're gonna get one too.
Ooh.
Okay, so you came on a lucky day, my friend. Yes. Oh wow. Okay, so these are 2 books. Yes. So I want to turn them around. Let me put this over here. So one is the 48 Laws of Winning. Okay, y'all. The 48 Laws of Winning. And this is by Raymond Big Ray Hardy. Okay. And this one is the 7-figure side hustle.
I like it.
The 7-figure that's the drink, y'all. Side hustle. So I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this one, and we're gonna win. How about that?
I like this. It says, warning, this book may have side effects of creating generational wealth.
Yes.
Like
So mine says, this book has side effects of creating winning lifestyles, moods, and attitudes. Okay?
I like that.
So what I'm going to say, Ray actually works with athletes,
Okay.
professional athletes.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. He's a recruiter.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I
Yeah,
like that.
and he has nephews that are in the NBA.
Mm.
You know, so shout
That's
out
what's
Big
up.
Ray. I'm super excited to read it, and I want to
Same.
say thank you. Yes. So if you all have products that you want on our podcast, just let us know. And you can send it. We'll give your address.
I have to send you my poster.
You got a poster?
A yoga poster. Yeah.
Ah,
I
okay.
got some made recently, so I'll send some. So
Okay,
you can
okay.
share.
I love that. So I can't wait to read and do a review. So, Krystal Light Yoga.
Yes.
How can my listening audience get in contact with you, or if they want to hire you? Do you do private sessions?
I do private
Okay.
sessions. One-on-one sessions if you want to like work on increasing your flexibility or focus on like any type of area that you might be experiencing pain in, or you just want to be consistent. I do one-on-one sessions. I do group sessions.
Yeah, she did a group here.
Yep. So private group sessions, and also I'm in the community, so I don't mind teaching community yoga. So I'm kind of like doing it all.
Yes, yes.
Whatever you prefer.
So Instagram.
My Instagram is Krystal Light Yoga, KrystalLight Yoga, YOGA. And yeah, that's where you can follow me. I do like yoga challenges. I try to do them every other month, every few months, just to build community and to kind of like keep that open for people who are just joining in the yoga community and want to like be more fluent in the names of the poses and what they are and things like that, and also feel welcome around other yogis or yoga instructors. But yeah, and also I always upload where I'm doing yoga at. So yeah.
I appreciate you. So any final words?
I don't know. I would like to say just always stay true to you.
Yes.
Stay confident. Stay loving yourself. Always looking to discover more about yourself. It's important to be in tune with you and grounded, and just keep going.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you do in the community.
Thank you.
I appreciate this very authentic conversation.
Yes.
We like, woo!
Yeah.
You know,
It was fun.
and just even coming here and being willing to do yoga for my 1 year anniversary. So
that
I
was
wanna say
amazing.
thank you
That was so fun.
for that as well. To my listening audience, I want to say thank you again for tuning in. I'm super excited. We're almost done season 1. I have 2 more podcasts to film, and season 1 is make sure to reach out to Big Ray Party. Yes, buy his books.
These are
it's
gonna be amazing.
I have to tell you a story about Ray, right? So Ray actually paid me to for this promotion. But I have to tell you a story. So Ray and I, is it 10 years ago? Maybe 14 or 15 years ago, I met Ray in Dallas. I lived in Dallas. And me and Ray are like this as far as like friends. And we went out one night dancing.
Yeah.
And I went with him and left with another guy.
Oh.
And he said, Sharon, I still see this guy from time to time.
Oh my God.
And he's like, the guy's like, you ever know what happened to that girl or whatever? Like, but me and the guy, we just went out to breakfast.
Yeah.
Ray was my friend. He wasn't like a date.
Yeah.
But we talk about that, we laugh about that, and I was like, yeah, I was that nigga. I came with you, I left with somebody else. But y'all, I so appreciate you for tuning in. This has been a good run this first season.
Hot season.
Yeah, I thank you. I thank your mom and just everyone who has contributed to this season of 50 Shades of Blue podcast. So you guys have a fabulous week. I love you. Great weekend, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to 50 Shades of Blue podcast. We hope you found it informative, enjoyable, and entertaining. If you have any questions or feedback, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on Instagram at 50 Shades of Blue podcast. Be sure to like and share. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast and leave us a review on your preferred platform. It helps us reach more people and improve our content. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends, enemies, and colleagues. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more great content in the future.